I'm Amy Schwant with Pavement Maintenance and Asphalt Contractor Magazines, and I'm here today at LeeBoy with Brian Hall to talk about the features and benefits of the LeeBoy 8520B Special Edition Raised on Blacktop Paver.
Thank you, Amy. Let's take a quick walk around this machine. We'll show you what makes it so special. Okay, here we are in the front of the machine. You can see the big 9-ton hopper, which is standard on all 8520B machines. Really what's incredible and different about this machine is some of the older versions of the LeeBoy pavers had generators, hydraulic dump tanks, and also the mechanism for tightening your conveyor chains all underneath. Well, we've taken that away, made it very easy to do maintenance on this. We put the generator up top. The hydraulic tanks are now up top. The only thing you'll find underneath is the fuel tank and some hydraulic hosing, so it makes it all very easy. You'll see right in the front, these access holes. This is how you tighten your conveyor chains now. So just a quick adjustment and you're set to go. As on all the LeeBoy conveyor machines, we've got oscillating push rollers, dual 36-inch wide conveyors, which really cut down on segregation by bringing a big mat of asphalt back to the paving surface. You'll also see a high tunnel, which cuts down on segregation. You're not cutting off that material, you're not shaking that material, it's bringing it straight from the truck down to the screed. Keeps everything less segregation, keeps you right on the money. Now, inside on all the Tier 4 LeeBoy pavers, we have an access panel where you can see all your service points, oil filters, oil dipstick, all your filters right here, including your fuel lift pump. Everything right here for quick access. Now, on the Raised on Blacktop machine, you'll see we've added this LED light bar in the front so you can see what's going on in the front for those dusk and early mornings when you're getting started very early in the morning. We've also got strobe lights in the front too for added safety and visibility. Okay, we've moved around to what we'll call the left side of the machine here. Everything's very familiar to the LeeBoy user. We've got electric toe point controls here. Optional, we have hydraulic toe points, which you might want to use if you're using a grade and slope system. Right here we have our guide bar. This telescopes out, so you can move this all the way around, telescope it far out so you can keep a nice straight line for your joints, okay? Moving all around, I mentioned to you earlier that we had changed the location of the fuel tank, but what we did was we moved the fuel fill up here to ground level so that for easy fill and easy maintenance at the beginning or end of every day. Also, we have a hydraulic fill temperature level and fill here. You can read your analog temperature here, or you might want to read it on the readout on your screen. So you can see that. Also, your toe point levels right here, easily seen by the operator, so he can keep an eye on his depth, okay? Something that is unique to this machine is the shovel holder for the Raised on Blacktop machine. Too many times our guys are getting material from the side, maybe putting it in a different spot. So they don't have to keep their shovel over on the side. They can keep it handy right here. Now I'll put that right here for a second and show you what's inside here. Okay, right here on the 8520, you have your hydraulic oil cooler. This is thermostatically controlled, keeping that hydraulic temperature at a reasonable level. Electric over hydraulic manifold for all your functions. You see everything is labeled very easily. You also have overrides on both sides. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, you might notice this wiring harness here. This is a new feature for us at LeeBoy. We do all of our wiring harnesses in-house and we cover them in this really tough material here rather than the old split loom. This will keep your maintenance down to a minimum with your electrical parts. Inside, you also see the hose reel that we've got here inside, and it comes outside for your spray down. Got a hose reel on both sides. Also, the rest of your hydraulic components labeled as such for easy maintenance. Okay. Also, you'll notice you have your conveyor chain adjustments right here. If there's some slack in those conveyor chains, loosen these bolts here, loosen these nuts, tighten your bolts down, moves the whole block up to tighten up those chains. Same on both sides very easily. Also, we've got an indicator here for your spray down pump. We use a Marco electric spray down pump, which is the top of the line. There might be a time when you've ran the reservoir dry, so the pump will shut off. This tells you some signals that you can look at to see why your pump might not be working and how you can fix that on the go. So right there, you've got easy access to anything that you've got right here. Close it right up. Keep our shovels right here, okay? Around to the side, on the new raised on blacktop unit, you've got this set of LED lights that are on a extendable bar here, so you can adjust those to fit your needs for the day. Point them any way you want, turn them. Very good for those. Now, guys, when we put all these lights on this machine, we're not going to tell you it's a night paving machine, but you might start before daylight or finish after dusk. These lights are really going to come in handy for those, so you can adjust those any way that you like. This machine comes standard with sonic augers, okay? Your potentiometer here for your pile height in your extension, just adjust between 0 and 10. Typically we'll start around 7. Coming to the sensor right here, which reads the amount of asphalt in your extension. You'll see also one change that we made a few years ago. You'll see that there's no bearing hanger on the auger, okay? We moved that one inside to keep all the material flowing freely out to the extension. Even at 15 feet, you're really getting a lot of material out here, so no hold up on paving, no shoveling, no rowing, if you will, to keep that material there. End gates, very similar to what you're used to on the LeeBoy machine. I will point out that this machine is equipped with single point screed lube system. You can see right here, we've got a single manifold. We'll show you a little bit more about that on around the back, but it's got the single point lube system on this system as well. Back here to the augers, you'll also notice that we have the standard under auger cutoffs, which are a hallmark of the LeeBoy product for 30 years now. So this is in the open position, so you can get full flow of asphalt. You can open this wide open, halfway open, or all the way shut at the end of a pull to make it easy to not waste material and save the backs of your shovel guys. Okay, moving around to the back of the machine, this is where the money happens. This is where the action happens, your screed. This is the Legend HD screed, which has really been the hallmark of the paving industry for 30 years now. This is the second iteration from the regular Legend screed. The HD screed has bigger chrome rods, bigger fiber bushings, keeping that screed just stiff through the whole mark so you don't get any flexing backwards, up and down. So if you're paving 12 foot or wider most of the time, this might be the screed of choice for you. On the 8520, it is the standard screed. So you get the most premium paving product on the market. Take a look at the backside here. You'll see that this machine has the optional berm attachment. The last 12 inches of the extension moves up, so you can either build in a curb with asphalt, or some contractors like to cheat it up a little bit so they get a little bit more asphalt if they're paving next to a curb or a wall where they don't have to do as much shoveling. But that option is available to you as well. Fully adjustable extensions to give you a seamless mat all the way across. This particular machine has the regular LeeBoy depth screws. You can see these are the HD depth screws with the bearing here and the universal joint here. Again, single point lube system on the conveyor to where you hit it, or on the screed, so you can just hit it once and let it go. Very easy to adjust, okay? Lower screed controls, we have 9 functions on our lower screed controls on both sides. You can see you've got your bermer slope here and adjustment right there. Cutoffs for the left side, toe points for the left side, extensions on the left side. Your screed man here can control anything he wants, and what's great is he can pull out this extension, run it here, and still run it with his right hand, and so it's real easy to access. This is fully adjustable by pulling this pin, move it up or down to whatever location that you prefer, just so it's ready. You can change it throughout the day, whatever you need. Moving farther around into the control section, you can see all LeeBoy pavers are equipped with a crown and valley adjustment. Okay, this is a manual heavy duty. We also have a electric crown adjustment on that if you so desire to add that option. The screed here, this is the standard electric heat screed. This also has optional in-gate heat installed on it as well. A great option. Keeps those in-gates hot for matching joints, so where you don't have to spray them down, don't have to scrape them as much. Keep heat on those in-gates, and it's powered by the 14.4 kW generator that is on board. This particular unit is equipped with automatic temperature control, which is an awesome feature because it has a thermostatically controlled screed. You set the temperature you want the screed, and it stays there all day, turning on, off as the environment requires. Okay, so one less thing to have to think about. If you choose, you can also run it in the manual position to where it's on a timer. So you go manual, automatic, and set your temperature on the side. Now, for this raised on blacktop machine, we really added some convenient features for the screed operators. All contractors have a problem with what do we do with our tools, okay? Do we pile them on the back? Well, that gets to be a safety hazard, okay? So we've taken that out of the mix here. We've got shovel holders, we've got rake holders right here. We have extended this area right here behind the step platform to where you can put your rake holders in there, put your rake in there, let it sit back safely so it doesn't fall down. Nobody's tripping. You put it in here, put it in the holder, and it's secure. Same way with your shovel holders. Spring-loaded shovel holders right here, okay? Shovel rests right there, securely in place for when the screed man needs to take advantage of his shovel. Also, depth checker holders, okay? Always putting those up, putting those down, they fall down. We've got a place for you to put them on the back here. Also have a place for your paint guns, okay? Both sides here. And what's really convenient is a weatherproof ticket holder, okay? You're gathering your tickets from your truck drivers. Where do we put it? Shirt pocket? Do we put it in our pants pocket? We need a place to put those, okay? So we've got a weatherproof holder right there so you can put those tickets in there. Up here, we've got additional cup holders, got paint holders, and we include a clipboard for your documents during the day so they can stay out of the weather as well. This is all available on the raised on blacktop portion. Also optional is a slope meter right here. And you'll also see something that is a little bit different than some of the other machines that we've had. This is a level holder, okay? So you've got a place not only to put your aluminum level, okay, to take it off, check your level, but also the operator can look down, see where that bubble is without having to get off the machine and look at the slope meter. He can see that he's level from the top. Just another added convenience for the operator. Also standard on this machine are electric vibrators here, one on each side. You also can get vibrators mounted into your extensions as well as an option. This particular machine is not equipped with sloping extensions, but if it were, you'd see hydraulic cylinders right here to slope your extensions down about 10 degrees for easy transitions. If you decide in the field you'd like to add those later, that could easily be done by changing those turnbuckles out to get the sloping extensions that you need. Sitting up here in the seat, you can see I've got a commanding view, but right now we're in the low deck position. This machine can switch from low deck to high deck very easily, and I'll show you how to do that in a little while. But I'm sitting in just ultimate comfort because on this raised on blacktop machine, we've got special seats, special embroidered seats, and special vinyl seats that will keep us comfortable throughout the day. All right, so you can see on the LeeBoy Pavers, they come standard with joystick control, but for no additional charge. If you prefer, we can put a steering wheel on here as well, okay? Run, stop, switch, very similar to what you've seen on all the LeeBoy Pavers, and all of your functions are easily laid out, including your engine display right here. So you can see your engine functions are going on, your temperatures, RPM, feet per minute, things like that are right here, and any fault codes that might come up so that your LeeBoy technician can come out, take a look at that and get those cleared out, no problem. But everything is laid out very easily on the machine, okay? And also, if you need to switch from side to side, just pull a pin, slide it over. Very easy. Back and forth, locks into place. You can slide that over with no issues. You've probably seen all of these great LED lights that we've got on here. We've got controls here to show you to where the LED lights turn on and off. And a great thought that our engineers did was they've also made it to where the light bar in the front can be turned off if it is a distraction to your dump truck driver or your operators there. So you can run your flashers, your strobes all in the rear without having to do that. And as I mentioned, this machine can go from high deck to low deck very easily. All I've got to do is just push it up. Now my controls are in the high deck position. All I have to do is take this seat out, mount it in the new seat posts, and we're set to go. Okay, we talked about the lighting options on this paver as well. And one thing that is really great for those early morning, late evening times that you're paving is not only do we have these directional lights here, but we've also mounted lights underneath the control panel and one right there in the center. So it looks down into the auger chamber so you can see how your mix is progressing. Even though it might be too dark to see, we'll light those up with LED lights so you can make sure that everything is able to see very good. All the way down in front of your head of material in your screed, in your auger chamber, everywhere. So like I said, you're probably not going to be doing a lot of night paving, but I'll guarantee you'll start before daybreak and you'll end after dusk. So those make it very easy to complete those hard days. Okay, now we're on the other side of the paver. Looks very similar to the side we just covered, but I want to show you just a few differences here. Again, another shovel holder for you here for convenience. And you know, your guys are a lot of times losing their asphalt scraper on the job. Well, we've taken care of that. We've got a place right here on the side of the screed to keep that scraper. They clean their boots, shovels, rakes, whatever. Throw that scraper right in there, clean it off, and it's ready for the next use. Let's open this side up and you can see what's going on. Now this machine is 106 horsepower, so it does take diesel exhaust fluid. That tank is right here, okay, along with all the computers and the back end of your hydraulics right here. You'll also see another raised on blacktop strobe light on the side for easy visibility. Right here, engine oil drain. That way you can drain your engine oil without having to crawl up under for easy maintenance. If it's easy, it will get done. So we put it to we want to make sure that everybody gets it done very easily. Another tow point a gauge right here, so your other operator can see where this tow point is. Another guide here so we can swing out. Use it on either side, whichever way you want to go. Something else that we've made as an improvement on this machine is our bearings on our conveyors. Older models would have 8 total bearings, 1 on each roller. We've doubled that to 16 total bearings underneath the side, and we've also made this drive a sprocket drive to keep everything tracking nice and straight and keep maintenance to a minimum.
Thank you, Brian, for all of the detail on this new limited edition LeeBoy 8520B raised on blacktop paver. Please contact your LeeBoy representative for more information on this limited edition paver.
Amy, we're so excited about this at LeeBoy. This breaks ground on a new generation. We want to celebrate that new generation of pavers, and I hope everybody will come take a look next time you get a chance.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brian.